What's up, guys? It's your boy Jube. Today we have the Geats, Geats, up against the Western Roman Empire. And normally, Geats versus WRE does not often go well. And let's check out what he's got going for him first. In the front, he's got heavy spear units all throughout. And normally, I take the Mars approach. Mars's Roman formations are beautiful. Infantry in the front, spears in the back. They're an excellent second wall. Don't use them like hoplites. Use them as reinforcing troops to your front line. So he's gonna move up some Sagittari, and of course, my recent addiction to slingers, I have 5 units of Nordic hurlers. I've got 3 Viking Raider Cav on the side and 2 more over here. I have elite Nordic Spearmen. These guys are a beautiful unit. And I always keep my spears on the flanks because where does cavalry attack you from? The fucking flanks. No cavalry unless your AI is going to attack you from the front. So I generally try to keep any anti-cavalry on my flanks. Also to protect my hurlers. Because your hurlers or any missile infantry, they start doing enough damage, cavalry's they're gonna get frisky and they're gonna want to challenge them. So he set his Sagittari to loose, which I don't blame him. He's outnumbered. So I'm gonna do the same fucking thing. I'm gonna put my boys in loose just to, not necessarily to mock him. I don't like how loose formations fire. It's not as efficient, I think, but I don't want to take as many casualties as I could have if I had kept them tight. So I move them up loose. And at the same time, I'm not keeping my spears parallel with my slingers. I'm going to keep them parallel with my... Because look, see? Cavalry starts getting testy. You move missile troops up and they're going to want to fuck them up. And a lot of times you can skirmish people out of positions. And so missile dominance to me is just as important as cavalry dominance. Even in this game, Attila, that has really cavalry is the meta, I would say. So he's going to start moving these boys up, and he realizes, oh, he's moving spears up, so I'm not going to fuck with that. And this skirmish is going to continue for a while. And I don't have any crossbows. Geats don't have access to crossbows. And you might as well just use slingers. They're the cheapest units, and you can get a shit ton of them. And even if you put them up against archers, as long as you outnumber them and you make everybody fire at 1 unit at a time, you're just gonna wreck them. So some casualties already starting. We got 23 casualties here, and they're not gonna last very long. They're gonna start routing just from the casualties. And he's going to go ahead and his guys are putting their shields up. They're not in formation yet. And I realized this as soon as these guys start wavering. And of course he's got some crossbows in the back, which crossbows are scary. I don't care who you are. These guys have chainmail on and crossbows, which, as we all know from medieval times, a crossbow, a man who had never been in combat could kill a knight that trained his entire life with 1 single bolt. So his archers are going to rout. I'm going to push my slingers up, and I see that his elite Palatina over here is not in testudo formation. So I'm going to try to get some hits on them and some of these spears up front, because my slingers will absolutely wreck these spears. And he's going to go into a spear wall here. And he's getting weird with his cav, right? Like, he's sending his cav all the way to the edge of the map, which, in my opinion, is never worth it. You tire him out doing that, and it's just not, it's not going to work out for you in the long run. You're not going to be able to quickly respond to anything that I do. Start moving forward. Try to keep my spears up, because these spears are going to be important, especially when he's trying to prevent himself from being flanked. And I say pretty much here, I'm just like, fuck it, his cavalry is super far away, and I feel like I can get to his general, who has dismounted. He's dismounted his general and put it in a thin line in front of his crossbows. I can't say that I would have done that. So I'm gonna get these slingers as close as I can, and he's starting to get a little frisky with his cavalry, but he's just pulling them further back. So I'm gonna hold my ground, and when he gets all the way to the end, that's when I'm gonna make my move, because let's see. They're fresh, but I guarantee by the time that they get all the way back here, they're not going to be fresh. They won't be. So he sees that I'm targeting his Palatina. He puts all his frontline troops in Testudo. Good move, I mean. But like I said, I would have put these spears in the back and had the Testudo in the front. So this slinger skirmish will speed it up a little bit. It's just going to kind of commence. At this point, I literally just put these troops up here so that they're out of ammo, so they could soak up some of this crossbow fire, which they're doing a great job of. I mean, what else are you going to use your slingers for after they're out of ammo? Just some flanks. These guys are going to get melted. I'm really sad that my warriors used all their ammo on these pathetic troops. And I'm going to go ahead and get the cavalry moving. He hasn't even realized it yet. Yeah, he finally realizes it, and he's going to start moving everything back. Let's see how fresh they are when they get back. I wonder how badly that cost him. Because he has to double time. You can't walk. You can't walk from that distance and expect to do anything. And they did have a nice period where they could sit down. And my spears are not going to be fast enough to catch up. So I'm going to go ahead and charge. Normally I would, you know, go off in crazy directions and try to force them to hit me at obscure angles. But this front line is looking pretty diminished. And I'm fairly confident that I can just sweep in there with my infantry. I guess I am going to swing some units around just for some flanks. Because I'm not hitting these guys head on. That's for sure. They're pretty powerful. I'm going to get wrecked is what I'm going to do. And get wrecked again. I realized that at the last second and turned them around. These Legios still have some ammo, unfortunately. And where's my general at? Where's my general? Oh, here we go. Viking captain. Because Geats still. Oof. Geats do not get any cavalry generals. So, you know, Viking captain. You might as well go with the best. It's still a pretty inexpensive unit. I think it's around 750. Totally worth it. Absolutely worth it. He gets Frenzy, he gets Rally. Always go with Rally. There are probably circumstances where Rally is not the best, but I like to go with Rally. It's saved my ass more times than anything else. And you know, when you're using barbarian armies against trained Roman troops, you want to have something reliable. So he's going to pile all of his units onto that. I'm going to try to hit his. Just a good charge, good solid charge, and try to pin these guys down so I can get my spears in to do as much work on these cavalry units and a little work on his general unit here. So this is going to go bad. This is going to go bad for him. My general dies. My general dies. Where does he die at?
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
Where does he die? You know, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure he died in this skirmish over here. And these guys are even, man. There's 107 of them, and they are taking down elite Palatina and Foderati spears. No problem. No problem. And these slingers, I'm just going to end up using a flank and kind of put down these little wavering troops as fast as I can. And this is going to go on for quite some time. God, I can't believe these guys are winning against elite Nordic spearmen. That's insane. And at this point, I'm pretty sure he realized that this was not going to get good for him. He said GG. Let's see. No, I can't see it that way. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I just clean up everything else.
Broken and are fleeing.
That's it. You can tell by how his units are just not doing anything. You know, his general's just hanging out there. I'm just using these slingers as meat shields to clean everything up. Legio are good, but they're not that good.
The men are broken and running for their lives.
And rest in peace, his general. So even despite having a general, I was still able to defeat the Western Roman Empire. Geat good, my dude. Geat good. And that is a fucking wrap. Thanks for watching, everyone. Let's check out some numbers here. Slingers did excellent work. Oh my god, my general didn't do shit. He didn't do jack shit. These horses did. At least these three, but Axis did pretty much the majority of the work, as well as these frontline troops who were not even elites. They were just Nordic swordsmen. So anyway, thanks for watching. Remember, Geat good, JRipDog77, and I'll see you later.